Hello, friends. Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to discuss one of the biggest problems of modern times: procrastination. It's not just putting things off, but a real obstacle on our path to success and happiness. Why do we delay important tasks? Why, even knowing the consequences, do we still choose to postpone things? And most importantly, how can we change this? We will seek answers to these questions based on scientific research and practical advice so you can get rid of this habit and achieve your goals more effectively. What is procrastination? Procrastination is not just laziness. It is a complex psychological phenomenon that occurs when our desire to complete a task doesn't match our internal emotions and beliefs. Why does this happen? When we feel anxiety or fear about an upcoming task, the brain often chooses the less stressful path, postponing the task. The brain opts for temporary relief, even if it leads to bigger problems in the future. This is why procrastination is so destructive. It provides immediate satisfaction, but increases our stress and guilt in the long run. Don't treat procrastination as a lack of motivation or laziness. It's a signal that we are experiencing an emotional block. Therefore, it's important to understand that it's not a weakness, but a mechanism that can be changed. Scientific causes of procrastination. Why do we tend to procrastinate? Let's delve into scientific studies to understand what happens in our brains when we delay tasks. What happens in the brain? Scientists have shown that procrastination is related to a lack of balance between two main areas of the brain: the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for planning, decision-making, and self-control, and the limbic system, which is responsible for emotions, including anxiety and fear. When we face a difficult or unpleasant task, the limbic system activates and seeks an emotional release, postponing the task. The prefrontal cortex knows action is needed, and this conflict between the two parts of the brain causes procrastination. Another important theory is temporal motivation. It explains why we often delay tasks, even though we know they are important. The motivation to complete a task depends on how we assess its value and how much time remains until its completion. The more time left until the deadline, the less motivation we have because the task doesn't seem as urgent. But not everything is lost. Understanding these processes allows us to develop strategies to overcome this internal conflict and become more effective. How procrastination manifests in life. Procrastination is not just a theoretical problem, it has real consequences in our daily lives. Example from studies. Think about how you delayed important tasks in school or at work. Often we postpone these tasks, not because of laziness, but due to fear or anxiety. Students, for example, delay writing term papers or submitting projects because they fear their work will be poorly evaluated or they don't believe in their own abilities. This causes stress, which only increases procrastination. Another example, even in everyday life, when you want to start exercising or change your eating habits, putting it off until tomorrow becomes a habit. And even though we understand that the sooner we start, the better for our health, fear and self-doubt take over again. Procrastination also affects interpersonal relationships. It can lead to delays in joint projects or even the breakdown of relationships because we fail to meet our commitments. How to overcome procrastination. Now that we understand why procrastination happens, let's talk about how to overcome it. There are several scientifically backed strategies that will help you get rid of this habit. 1. Understand the causes. First and foremost, it's important to understand the causes of your procrastination. Ask yourself, why am I postponing this task? Is it fear of failure? Or is it the feeling that the task is too difficult or unpleasant? Once you identify the cause, you'll be able to find a concrete solution. 2. Pomodoro Technique. One of the most popular techniques for fighting procrastination is the Pomodoro Technique. The core idea is to work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Why does this work? Short work periods help you maintain high concentration, and short breaks allow you to regain energy without burning out. 3. Break tasks into small steps. When you're faced with a big task, it can seem overwhelming, but if you break it into smaller steps, it becomes more realistic and achievable. Start with the simplest part of the task and move forward from there. 4. 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule is very simple. If a task can be done in less than 2 minutes, do it right away. This method helps overcome inner resistance and prevents small tasks from accumulating. 5. Body doubling technique. The body doubling technique involves working next to someone else or virtually. This creates a sense of responsibility, and you don't want to let the other person down. It's especially effective when dealing with tasks you don't enjoy. Summary and recommendations: procrastination is not a death sentence. It's a habit that can be changed if we understand its causes and apply the right strategies. Break large tasks into small steps, use techniques like Pomodoro and the 2-minute rule, and don't hesitate to ask for help. Conclusion. Thank you for staying with us until the end. We hope you found useful tips and now have the tools to fight procrastination. It shouldn't control your life. Share your methods for dealing with procrastination in the comments. What strategies have helped you defeat procrastination? Let's help each other. See you in the next video.